Hello friends, it's Robin. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a super casual chatty video just talking about some 2023 goals. So I didn't really have it in me today to get all ready, go upstairs and sit in front of my shelves. So we're keeping things super chill. We're just gonna sit here on my couch with my cat and talk about my 2023 reading goals. I am a goal person. I am a list person. I'm a planner person. I need schedule and structure and consistency in order to make it through my life. And if you've been following me over on Instagram, you know that I have been kind of going through it a little bit over the last couple of weeks. I've had a whole ass existential identity crisis because I have an unofficial ADHD diagnosis, and it makes so much more sense now why I need all of this structure and goals in my life. So I have 10 2023 goals to talk about. These are just my reading goals. I have my own personal life goal planner thing that I do. That's totally separate. But I do have 10 reading goals, channel goals that I thought I would talk about with you. So let's get right into the list. First up is a goal that I do every single year, and that is my Goodreads or numbers goal. And every year I set it to 100 books. This is just like the perfect number for me. It is high enough that I continue to read. If I set this goal to one or don't set it at all, I am more likely to fall into the trap of not reading because there is nothing to hold myself accountable for, and I won't do things then. My default is off. That's the best way I can explain it, is my default setting is none. I do nothing. And so I need some sort of structure in order to get myself to do things. And 100 books seems to be perfect. I don't want to set it too high because essentially I will fall into the same thing where if I feel like it's not achievable, I won't do anything because I'm like, well, I can't do it anyway, so why even bother? And so 100 books seems to be the sweet spot for me. So that's what we're going to stick with. And then the next two goals, so goals number 2 and 3, are kind of tied together. And I think I have had these same reading goals since I started in the book community over on my blog in 2018, and that is to get ahead on ARCs. I want to get 1 month ahead on my ARCs because that is the point of an ARC. I tend to read my ARCs as the book is coming out or after the book is coming out, and that's not the point. The point is to read them before they come out, and I want to finally do that. I want to read them the month ahead. So if a book is coming out in February, I want to read it in January instead of always reading it in March. That's my goal, which should tie directly into number 3, which is to finally hit the elusive 80% on NetGalley. I historically was sitting around 55%. I'm already up to 72% on NetGalley, I think, as of today. And so I am determined to get that last 8%. I'm determined to do it. We're going to hit 80% in 2023. I've had that goal, like I said, since 2018, since I first started on NetGalley, and I've literally never hit it. But this is going to be our year. Then goals 4 and 5 are also kind of a pair. They are a pair as well as contradictory goals. So bear with me. We are going to read some author backlists. I think it was late 2022. I started reading Anley James's backlist, and I have had such a good time. And I want to continue doing that with authors that I love, where I build some sort of list of their backlist and slowly make my way through them. There are authors that I love that I've only read their new books, and I really want to make a priority to go back and read some of their older titles. Not every author, maybe not their entire backlist, but I do want to kind of make a collection for me to check off and keep in mind as I am going throughout the year. And so I want to build some lists of author backlists that I really want to get through. Kind of complementary, kind of contradictory is I want to read new authors. I did not read a single debut author in 2022, which again, shameful. But I did read a lot of new to me authors. And so I want to kind of make a priority for both, keep my eye on some debut authors as well as focusing on new authors for me as well. I want to continue to diversify my reading and expand my horizons and find things that I love that are new to me. And so I want to make sure that I'm prioritizing new authors as well as these authors that I already know that I love. And so I think they kind of go hand in hand, where I want to make sure that I'm reading things that I already know and love while also making space and time for new things. Goal number 6 is also kind of a two-parter, I think. Every single year over on Instagram, I do the A to Z challenge, which is finding book titles that begin with the letters of the alphabet. And I want to do it again in 2023. I really like doing this challenge. Like I said, it just kind of keeps me aware of what I am reading. And in that same vein, I'm considering making an author one as well. So essentially doing the same things and doing an author A to Z challenge, which will hopefully force me to diversify my reading even further. Diversifying my reading is already something that I do consciously throughout the year and throughout the month and throughout the week anyways. I'm always trying to make sure that I'm reading authors of color, authors from different countries, having mental health and chronic illness and disability and different things in my books. It's something that I already watch for. However, I think that there's always room for more, right? And so I'm considering making one of these templates for authors. Let me know if that's something that you would be interested in, because if it is, I will make a template and I'll post it over on Instagram. If no one is interested, that's really fine. I'll just do it for myself. Those are two challenges that I kind of want to do throughout the year, just so that I am continuously aware of what I am picking up and conscious about my choices instead of just falling into what is easy and available and kind of the most popular thing at this moment. Another challenge that I want to do, so goal number 7, is my trope wheel. If you watched my January TBR, you already saw this, but I created this wheel of like 40 tropes. I got this idea from Jen and from Brie, and I have a bunch of prompts and tropes and things that I want to make sure that I'm reading. And so every single month, I'm going to spin this wheel and it's going to give me a prompt, and I am going to find a book that has this trope. It can be something that I've never heard of. It can be a new book. This doesn't have to fall into the rules for the next challenge. I can just kind of go and pick anything that fits this trope. I'm very excited for this. Like I said, I really want to make sure that I am diversifying my reading, making sure that I'm trying to expand my horizons. I'm obviously never going to read something that I actively think I'm going to dislike, but I do want to make sure that I'm not, like I said, falling into what is easiest, and instead making sure that I'm making good choices. And then the last challenge that I have is a continuation from last year, which is my monthly TBR prompts every month. I pick prompts out of a jar. I pick anywhere from 10 to 11 prompts, depending on what prompts I get. And the rule for this one is that I need to pick things that I own in some capacity. It can be an ARC, it can be a library book, it can be something off my shelves, it can be KU, it can be an audiobook. It is just something that I do not have to go out and purchase and spend money on in order to read. I want to make sure that I'm utilizing the things that I already have and own. That's the monthly TBR challenges. They're going to stick for 2023. I just have a really fun time filming that video. And then the final 2 goals, so goals number 9 and 10, again go hand in hand and are mildly contradictory again, because that's who I am as a person. But they're channel goals. And so the first one is to find consistency. Consistency is my word of 2023. I have none of it in my life. Absolutely none. If you are watching this video, thank you so much for actually sticking with my channel for when I post a video for 10 straight days and then ghost you for 3 weeks. I really need to figure that out. But hopefully this whole adventure into figuring out my ADHD issues can help us find some consistency that I completely lack in every aspect of my life. I really want to get to a point where I am posting 2 videos a week. That is my goal. That is what I want. I want to post 2 videos a week. I am not going to commit and promise you a schedule because I know that I can't do it right now. So we're aiming for 2 videos a week, whether or not they come on Mondays and Fridays or a random Tuesday, Wednesday, or 2 videos on a Sunday. I don't, who knows right now? Who knows? I am literally filming videos, putting them into the graveyard on my laptop, and then whenever I decide, I'm editing a video and posting it right all at once. And I want to stop doing that. I have so many videos that go to die in a folder on my laptop because I filmed them and then decide that I don't want to edit them. And I need to stop doing that. So in order to do this 2 videos a week thing, I am going to try and get 1 week ahead on editing so that I'm no longer having to edit, upload, and schedule a video within like an hour. for the day because it's a lot and I hate doing it and it makes me feel so stressed while I do it. So we're gonna get a week ahead. That's the goal. Consistency, a schedule, and working ahead on things. In parallel to that, I also want to give myself the space to be more creative. 2022 was really the year of me finding my footing on YouTube. I didn't start my channel until really late in 2021. And so all of 2022 was me just kind of figuring out if this was something I was going to stick with or not. Is this something that I could feasibly do with my full-time job and my family and my personal life and my chronic illness and all of these things? Was this something that was actually plausible for me? And I have absolutely loved being here, as hard as it is sometimes for me to be consistent in any regard. I have such a good time filming these videos. I have so much fun talking to you guys in the comments and being on live shows and getting to know everyone. And I've really enjoyed my time here. And so now that I kind of have figured some stuff out and have my footing here and know what I'm doing a little bit more, I want to give myself the space to actually do some of the ideas that I have. Because in 2022, I would come up with these creative video ideas, creative ways to build a TBR or recommend some books or whatever it was. And I would talk myself out of it thinking, like, no one is going to watch this. No one is going to see this. You are going to waste all of your time and not have the result that you're hoping for. And so I would talk myself out of it and I wouldn't do it. And I don't want to do that anymore. I want to give myself the space to make those creative videos regardless of the outcome. Whether or not they get 5 views or 500 views is irrelevant. I want to do the videos that I want to do. And so I have a lot of different vlog ideas and recommendation ideas, a bunch of different things that I want to try in 2023. Some of them are going to work and some are going to totally fail, and that's okay. I need to accept the fact that sometimes videos are going to flop, and that's okay. Sometimes my regular videos flop and nothing changes. So I need to give myself space to be creative. I am a naturally creative person, and so I want to be able to do that here as well. So be creative, but be consistent. So that's the channel goal. That is the theme for 2023. Let me know if you guys are goal people. Let me know if you set any 2023 goals, whether it's personal goals or reading goals or anything like that. And thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for sticking with me through 2022, which was a really rough year for me personally. And I'm really hoping that 2023 is just it's just chill. I need 2023 to sit down, shut up, and not do anything. Like that is my hope for the year. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will catch you all in my next one. Bye.